Welcome to the Epic Marketing Show. Today we're going to be talking purchase decisions, what goes into a buying decision and how they're actually made. I've got myself a lovely cup of mango and lychee green tea. I seem to be binging on that at the moment. So make sure you've got yourself a drink as well and we'll get straight into it. So what's in a purchase decision? Well, when we buy something, effectively we're hacking the brain a little bit. So let me explain what I mean by that. Effectively, the brain never evolved to buy stuff. There isn't a center of the brain that is responsible for clicking a buy now button, nor deciding between which pair of shoes to buy. We're actually using quite archaic systems that evolved for survival. And we're hacking the systems and using them probably what is considered inappropriately. And because of that, there are certain things that happen when we're making a buying decision that could really put your customers off from buying from you. So an awesome chap called Brian Knutson did some pretty cool experiments in an fMRI scanner. He looked at the brain activation when we're making a purchase decision, and this moved the kind of science behind purchasing forward leaps and bounds, and it's now called the Neurologic of purchase decisions. So let's have a look at exactly what he did. In this experiment, he showed people a picture of a box of chocolates, a highly desirable brand of box of chocolates. And he watched exactly the elements of the brain that lit up when they saw this box of chocolates. It's a good brand of chocolates. He didn't show them the price, however. That came later. And what he discovered was that when they saw the picture of the box of chocolates, the reward system in their brain fired. So their brain went, yeah, that's good, we want that. He also found that the better the box of chocolates, the more the reward system fired, even if it was a smaller quantity of chocolates. It depended on the perceived value of the brand. If the perceived value of the brand was high, the reward system fired more intensely than when the perceived value of the brand was low. After he experimented with the pictures of the box of chocolates, he then added the price into the equation. So what he discovered when he showed people the picture of the price as well as the chocolates was that when they saw the price, the pain center in their brain fired. That's not a good part of the brain to have fire when they see the price of your product. In other words, price is pain, price is hot. That's not good. So when your prospects are seeing your products, the reward centers of their brain are firing. It's something desirable and it's something that they want. When they're seeing the price point, the pain centers of their brain are firing. So how do you get them to make a buying decision? What you want is for the reward to outweigh the pain. If the reward outweighs the pain, the buying decision is more than likely to be positive. If the pain outweighs the reward, the buying decision will more than likely be negative. Brian Knutson put this down as an equation, and he said that the net value of something is what people decide and make their final purchase decision on. And the net value is equal to the reward minus the pain. So if the net value is positive and the reward outweighs the pain, then the purchase decision is more than likely to be positive. The higher the net value is, the more likely people are to purchase. So how do you get your product to be of high net value? Well, here's the interesting thing. Marketers have often spoken about premium pricing. And the thing that premium pricing does is it increases the perceived value of the brand. If the perceived value of the brand is high, it's more than likely going to outweigh the pain, even if the price point is higher. It's the value that's the most important part. So to get a high net value, you need to make sure that the reward is always going to outweigh it. So you need to make sure that you're providing as much value as possible. Interestingly, this really taps into the psychology of pricing, because in the psychology of pricing, it's all about making sure that the value that you're providing matches the pricing that you're providing. It's very important to not kind of get too gung-ho with this and make sure that, and kind of all of a sudden provide huge amounts of value for a really low price, because that's where the psychology bit comes in. If you have a really low price, it can very often lower the perceived value of the brand because people get suspicious. So you need to make sure that these things are proportional. It's something you need to consider when you're looking into your pricing. You want to increase the net value of your products, but you want to also increase the perceived value of your product in relation to the price point. So that's a very small foray into purchase decisions. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, and of course, pop any questions and comments into the comments section below. Until next time, go forth and be epic.